9th May 2022 Morning Murli Shanti BapDada Madhuban. Sweet children, the Father whom you have been remembering for half the cycle now gives you the order to remember Him. By following this order, you will go into the ascending stage. Question: your children have to perform your own nature cure. How? Answer: by remembering the One Father and serving the Yajna with love, your natures are cured. This is because by having remembrance, your souls become free from disease, and by doing service, you experience limitless happiness. The natures of those who remain busy in having remembrance and doing service continue to be cured. Song: you spend the night in sleeping and the day in eating. Shanti. Your children heard the song. Ages have passed while you have been turning the beads of rosaries. How many ages has it been? 2 ages? No one turns the beads of a rosary in the golden and silver ages. It is not in the intellect of any of them that they ascend and latter fall. It is now our stage of ascent. Ours means the people of Bharat. No one else ascends or descends as much as the people of Bharat. It is Bharat that becomes elevated and Bharat that becomes corrupt. Bharat becomes viceless and then vicious. This does not apply as much to other lands and religions. None of them goes to heaven. The images are of the people of Bharat. They definitely used to rule the kingdom. So the father explains, it is now your stage of ascent. The one whose hand you are holding will take you back home with him. This is the ascending stage of you people of Bharat. You will go into liberation and then go down into liberation in life. For half the cycle, it is the kingdom of deity religion. You ascend for 21 generations and then afterwards you enter the stage of descent. It is said that there is benefit for everyone when it is the stage of ascent. There is now going to be benefit for everyone, but only you go through the stages of ascent and descent. At the moment, no one is in as much depth as Bharat. Your children understand that our Bharat was the golden sparrow, that it was very wealthy. Bharat's stage of descent is now coming to an end. Scholars think the Iron Age is going to last for another 40,000 years. They are in immense darkness. Therefore, you have to explain to them with great tact. Otherwise, the devotees will be shocked. First of all, give the introduction of the two fathers. God speaks. The Gita is the mother and father of all. The inheritance is received through the Gita. All others are its children, and inheritance cannot be received from children. Your children are receiving your inheritance through the Gita. There is also the father of the Mother Gita. The Bible, etc., is not called mother. So, first ask them, what relationship do you have with the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul? The Father of all is one. All souls are brothers, children of the one Father. The Father creates the human world tree through Brahma, the father of people, and so you became brothers and sisters. Therefore, you definitely have to remain pure. The Father, the purifier, comes and tactfully makes you become pure. Your children understand that if you became pure, you became the masters of the world. It is such a great income. Only a foolish person would not become pure and thereby not claim the kingdom for 21 births. You are given Srimad, yet you do not accept the orders given by the Father, whom you have been remembering for half the cycle. By not following his orders, you became sinful souls. This is the world of sinful souls, whereas the kingdom of Ram is the world of pure, charitable souls. It is now the kingdom of Ravan, the world of sinful souls. It is now the ascending stage for all of you children. You are becoming the masters of the world. You are so incognito, sitting here. You simply have to remember the Father. It is not a question of turning the rosary, etc. You have to work while staying in the remembrance of the Father. Baba, look, we are going both physical and subtle service of your yajna at the same time. Baba has given you the order. Remember me, and thus way, people have nature cures. When your souls are cured, your bodies too will be cured. Simply by having remembrance of the Father, you change from impure to pure, become pure, and also continue to serve the yajna. You will experience great happiness by doing service, by staying in remembrance of the Father for thus long, that is, by donating peace to Bharat, we make ourselves free from disease. By following Srimad, you donate peace and happiness to Bharat. There are countless ashrams in the world, but there is nothing there. They don't know how it's possible to receive the kingdom of heaven for 21 generations. You are now studying Raj Yoga. Those people also say that God the Father has come, that He is definitely somewhere. Of course, He has to be somewhere. Bombs have been invented for destruction. The Father definitely inspires the establishment of heaven and also the destruction of hell. This is hell, is it not? There is so much battling and fighting, etc. People have so much fear. Children are abducted, etc. There are so many calamities. You now know that this world is being transformed. The Iron Age is changing into the Golden Age. At this time, you are Baba's helpers and establishing heaven. It is Brahmins who became helpers. Brahmins are created through Brahma, the father of people. Others are born through seeing, whereas you are mouth-born creations. They, means worldly Brahmins, cannot be the children of Brahma. You are now adopted. You Brahmins are the children of Brahma. Brahma, the father of people, can only exist at the confluence. Brahmins later became deities. You can explain to those Brahmin priests that they are born through seeing. You say salutations to the Brahmins and to the deities. They salute Brahmins and they also salute deity idols. Only at this time, when the Brahmins exist, can they be saluted. They understand that these Brahmins are worthy, that they follow Baba Srimad with their bodies, minds, and wealth. The other strict people on physical pilgrimages. This is your spiritual pilgrimage. Your pilgrimage is so sweet. Those pilgrimages are countless. There are countless gurus. People call everyone their guru. Your children know that you are now following sweet shivbaba's Srimad and claiming your inheritance from him through Brahma. You claim your inheritance from shivbaba. When you come here, you are immediately asked, whom have you come to? It is in your intellect that this body has been taken on loan by shivbaba. We are going to him. Brahmin priests carry out engagements, but it is the bridegroom and bride who have the connection with each other. It is not with the Brahmin priest who perform their engagement. Does a wife remember her husband, or does she remember the one who tied her in that bondage? Shiv is your bridegroom. So, why do you remember bodily beings? Remember Shiv. Baba has had these lockets made in order for you to explain. Baba himself becomes the agent to engage you. So, you must not remember the agent. Brides have yoga with the bridegroom. Mama and Baba come and speak a Murli through your children. Baba says, there are many children in whose forehead I sit and speak a Murli in order to bring benefit. I either come to give visions to someone, to speak a Murli, or to benefit someone. Teachers don't have that much power. When I know that a teacher isn't going to be able to uplift someone, I come and shoot such an arrow that the soul goes even further ahead than the teacher. The teacher becomes body conscious and thinks that she uplifted the person. There should not be that arrogance. In fact, it is shivbaba who does everything. Here, you are told to remember Baba. Your connection should be with shivbaba. Thus, one is the agent in between. He receives his own reward. Thus is an old experienced body. It cannot be changed. It is fixed in the drama. It isn't that he will come in a different body in the next cycle. No, the one who is last has to go first. He is standing at the top of the tree. You are now sitting at the confluence. Baba has entered Brahma, the father of people. The world mother is Kamdhenu, means the cow that fulfills all desires. There is also Kapil Dev, means a rishi. A couple means a pair. Bab and Dada, mother and father. So they are a couple. The inheritance is not claimed from the mother. You receive the inheritance from shivbaba, and so you have to remember him. I have entered this one in order to take you back home with me. Brahma also remembers shivbaba. They keep an image of Shiv in front of Shankar as well. All of that is a sign of praise. Shivbaba comes at this time and makes us his children. You do not worship your father. The father comes and makes you children beautiful. He removes you from the gutter. Souls make a promise that they will never become impure. The father says, after taking my lap, don't dirty your face. If you do, you will defame the family. By being defeated, you defame the name of the teacher. If you are defeated by Maya, your status is destroyed. No sannyasis, etc. teaches these things. Some say that you may enlarge in vice once a month. Some say that you may enlarge in vice every 6 months. And some are completely like Ajamil, means degraded sinners. Brahma Baba adopted many gurus. They never asked people to become pure. They understand that they themselves are not able to stay pure. A sensible person would immediately ask the sannyasi, if you aren't able to stay pure, how can you ask us to do this? Yet, they still ask to be shown the path to liberation in life in a second, as Janak was. Gurus say, if you remember the Brahma element, you will be able to return to the land of Nirvana. No one really returns there. They don't have the power. The incorporeal world is the residence of all souls. We souls reside there like stars. They create a large lingam to worship. How could a point be worshipped? They even say that a wonderful star sparkles in the center of the forehead. Therefore, the Father of souls must also be like that. The Father doesn't have a body. How can such a star be worshipped? The Father is called the Supreme Soul. He is the Father. As is each soul, so the Supreme Soul. His size is not larger. He has the knowledge. No one else knows about this unlimited tree. The Father alone is the knowledgeful one. He is full of knowledge and also purity. He is the bestower of salvation to all. He gives peace and happiness to all. Your children receive such a huge inheritance. It is not received by anyone else. People worship their gurus so much. They don't even worship their emperors as much. That too is blind faith. Look at what they continue to do. There is nothing but defamation in everything. They call Krishna Lord as well as God. They say God Krishna is the first prince of heaven. They say of Lakshmi and Narayan that they are a god and goddess as well. Many people buy old images. Old stamps are also sold. In fact, shivbaba is the most ancient, but no one knows this. All praise is for shivbaba, but you cannot find him. What is the oldest thing? Number one, it's shivbaba. No one understands who their father is or what his name and form are. They say that he is without a name or form. So, whom are they worshipping? There is the name Shiv. There is his land and also the time when he comes. He himself says, I come at the confluence. The soul speaks through the body. Your children don't understand how so many tall stories have been written in the scriptures and how they lead you to your stage of descent. The golden and silver ages are the stages of ascent, and the copper and iron ages are the stages of descent. It is now once again your stage of ascent. No one except the Father can bring about your stage of ascent. All of these things have to be imbibed. Therefore, stay in remembrance while engaged in any activity. At Srinath Dware, they tie a piece of cloth over their mouths while working. Sri Krishna is called Srinath. They cook food for Srinath. Shivbaba does not eat food, etc. When you cook pure food in remembrance of Baba, you will receive strength from that. They hold fast, etc., in order to go to the land of Krishna. You now understand that you are going to the land of Krishna. This is why you are being made worthy. If you remember the Father, Baba guarantees that you will definitely go to the land of Krishna. You understand you are establishing the kingdom of the land of Krishna for yourselves and you will then rule the kingdom there. Those who follow Srimad will go to the land of Krishna. Krishna's name is more famous than the name of Lakshmi and Narayan. Krishna is a young child and is therefore equal to a Mahatma, means a great soul. The childhood stage, it's Satapradhan. This is why Krishna's name is remembered more. Acha, to the sweetest, beloved, long lost, and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, the father, BapDada. The spiritual father says, Namaste to the spiritual children. The spiritual children says, Namaste and good morning to the spiritual father. Essence for the dharana. First point, have all your connections with the one shivbaba. Don't remember any bodily being. Don't ever defame the name of your father, the teacher. Second point, if anyone receives benefit through you, don't be arrogant and think that you brought benefit to that soul. That too is body consciousness. Remember the Father, the one who did it through you. Blessing, may you become unshakable and immovable and free from any upheaval of why and what by applying a tilak of three dots at Amrit Vela. Explanation: BapDada always says every day at Amrit Vela apply a tilak of three dots. You are a dot, the Father is a dot, and whatever is happening is nothing new. So full stop is also a dot. To apply this tilak of three dots means to keep your awareness constant. You will then remain unshakable and immovable throughout the whole day, and any upheaval of why or what will finish. Put a full stop whenever something happens. Nothing new. It had to happen. It is happening. Just see everything as a detached observer and continue to move forward. Slogan: use your power of transformation to finish the force of any flow of vast thoughts and you will become powerful. Om Shanti